Hello, my name is Sandcrawler and I'm going to show you guys how to build this simple train station. First I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. So one way to do it is to have a button that just sends the cart off automatically, dispenses it and sends it. The other is to have a button up here that dispenses a cart that waits for you. So there will always be a cart there and you just have to push a button. So this obviously uses pistons. You've probably seen some just like this. B00 has one that's more or less the same, except he has this cactus on a turn and then uses a bunch of hoppers to get it over here. This is just a more compact way to do it. So I use droppers to send the items up into the dispenser. So we'll just see if we can see, it turns this torch off. This comparator right here will turn the torch off, which will turn this clock on, and then that'll just tick these two droppers. So let's just go ahead and build it, and you're gonna need to get your hoppers down here first. Just do something like that to start with, then you can put your sand and your cactus in, and then you won't need any more sand. You could also do that like that. You can only put blocks on the side, because if you put one there it'll break the cactus. So I like to do it like this just to remind myself. And then we're gonna need more of these. And I guess since we have them, we can do these right now. So you want the droppers down in here at the end of your line. And you need them, or actually we have to go one more. Because you need the rail to sit flat on one spot. So then you put your droppers in so they face up towards you, and you can put your dispenser facing outward. I don't know if this even still works. Apparently it does. Sounds like it got stuck. Yep. Okay, so we'll get some track now. You won't need any more dispensers or droppers, you'll only need the two. And we can put some track. Something like this. You probably don't need the track up here, but I do it anyways. And you can put a rail on there. You have to shift right click to place it, and then we're just gonna run it out here like the other one. Make it bounce you back. So now if we even just write it now, you know, it'll eject us off and the minecart gets sucked in there and it'll end up down here. So now what we have to do is dig up a space back here. You can be a little more conservative. If you need space, we'll need a comparator. And if you guys haven't messed with comparators yet, basically they're going to tell you if there's an item in here, and that determines how far the signal is. But we don't really care about that. All we want it to do is when there's one item in there, we want it to shut this redstone torch off, and that's what it'll do. So next we can build a clock, and there's a bunch of different clock designs that you could do. I actually don't know if this one will work. We can maybe, we'll just try it. It's a quick build. That's not right. I just started using this clock today, so yeah, it doesn't work because it's facing the wrong way. So if we go this way, and then we're going to build the same thing, which is just this V shape, and you need a dust there and a torch there, and then you're going to put a repeater in here, which this will determine how fast you want it to blink. I usually do 3 ticks, and then just because it would be easier, we can just come off of this backside. But first we're going to need 2 blocks here. We need one here and one here, and this will cause both of these to get a signal. And then you put a torch there on that bottom one, which the torch will power this one and this one. Now I guess we will have to come off of this one. Now we just have to get power from the from the clock to this little array. So if we just go up here, yeah, that's not what I wanted. So now there's 2 up there. I'll try and do it again. So it'll go through the hoppers, and then it'll get in there and tick off and end up there. So we'll just put a couple more in. I think that's 6. Yep. Okay, so that works. And now if you want to do it the simple way, you can do it just like that, and you just have to jump in before your cart goes too far. And I've done that before and it works, but it's kind of inconvenient if it takes off. And so if you want to do it the other way, you're going to need to put the button somewhere else, and I'd put it up high, because then when you're sitting in the cart you can easily push it and it won't affect any of this stuff. So you just get the signal down, you're going to go right like that, because now here's a little bit of the tricky part. You need to power this powered rail first, and so we're going to do that from this block right here. And we want that to go off first, so that'll power it, and then you need to send it to that dispenser, and you can't power it from this block Like, you can't just do that because that block will power the well, now we've made an infinite loop, but it'll power the power rail through the dispenser. So what you have to do is power the block above it. So just make your thing go up like this and power this block. So then it'll dispense a minecart at the end. I didn't mean to place that. It'll, when you push it, it'll turn the powered rail on, and then it'll dispense a minecart. So then when you hit it, it'll send you off first and then dispense a minecart. So, and then it'll just keep going forever as long as it has minecarts. And it could hold a lot of minecarts because each of these dispensers down here could have 5 minecarts in it. Although it kind of mess up with the droppers, but your clock would just be running. So yeah, that's my minecart system, and you can of course use the same thing as an arrival and a leaving. So we can ride off from this one and arrive over there. Then just do the same thing. So yeah, it's pretty easy to build. It's as compact as I could make it. The biggest thing is the redstone stuff, the clock that you need back here. And there is another clock that I normally use, which is this one. So it's still about the same size. It's a little bit shorter in some ways, but in reality you can't place a block here, so it's the same size. And it can be shut off from the side as well. So you'd have your comparator and your redstone torch and your redstone. But I would think that just about any fast clock would work. So have fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.